For some reason, this dude, Caleb Hammer, who's supposed to have a personal finance improvement show, decided to dedicate an episode of his show to the N-word.
Oh, that sounds like you're too afraid to say what needs to be said.
No, if you
what needs to be said, Jerome?
The N-word.
He's literally promoting the Chud the Builder train of thought.
That's how you go viral. You'll get double the followers you got, I guess.
Where these people keep trying to equate free speech to being able to spam the N-word.
The word itself is not bad. It's dependent on how you use it. Just like.
And Caleb egged this dude on all the way and even called in a black employee to be called an N-word to his face on camera.
There you go. If you're not afraid to say it, then say it.
Say what?
But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
Okay, so I thought Jerome was weird, but I didn't even call you Jerome. You insisted on the name Jerome and being told because you hate the idea of people always using race as an excuse, so you made it a point to name yourself Jerome, and you could identify as black if you wanted because all the race, gender nonsense doesn't matter. I don't even understand.
Yes,
what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, I thought it was weird that we named you Jerome. I'm not gonna lie, but
what does this have to do with him talking about money or finances? If anything, it seems like he's trying to appeal to that Chud the Builder, free speech, far right, MAGA, America First audience. Because why are you having this discussion?
You can name your child whatever you want. What's Gwyneth Paltrow's Apple. There's X for Elon or whatever. I forget the child's names. Northwest, Kanye, and all that. But my whole point is, that is. I heard prior guests and other people on the internet. They're too afraid to say what needs to be said, or that they say that.
Oh, Jerome, what needs to be said?
Why does the N-word need to be said by y'all? Why is it that important to y'all? I have no clue what Latinos call each other. I have no clue what Arabs call each other. Hell, I don't even know what white people call each other. Maybe bruh or bro. I really have no clue, nor do I care. Why is a word outside of your community the word that you're obsessed over saying?
Anything and whatever anybody wants, but.
Oh, that sounds like you're too afraid to say what needs to be said.
No, if you
what needs to be said, Jerome?
The N-word. Language is a social construct that is warped by people, and context and intent matters.
So you have no fear to say it?
No, I don't. I have no fear to say anything with the considering intent and context.
Okay.
The word itself is not bad. It's dependent on how you use it. Just like.
Very good. Well,
they keep trying to say words have no meaning, but then try to say words that they know have meaning. It just doesn't make sense. If words have no meaning, then nothing would mean anything. But words do have meaning. They do have historical significance. They do carry weight and emotion sometimes.
Oh, well, why'd you say not the R word, and why'd you call the N-word the N-word then?
I'll say it right now.
Okay, let's call him Tyler.
Yeah.
Why is Caleb intentionally egging him on, adding fuel to the fire, then putting a black person that works for him in a position to be disrespected by a racist?
He's my brother. I saw him walk by. He's from Chicago. He likes the Blackhawks. I'll say it.
He's not from Chicago.
Well, he hosts that too. If he knows hockey,
racist.
He knows Marion.
He's not. Our Mexican.
Well,
one of our thousand.
If I say he's from Southside Chicago, that's a little different. North side is all the white people. So, I mean, tell me I'm not right. Detroit, come on.
Yes, there's black people in Detroit.
The ones that are still not victims of gun violence, but yeah.
He's just racist. They try to cover racism and bigotry behind free speech and the First Amendment, but you're just racist. That's all it is. That's all any of this is, including Caleb. Because why would you call in your black employee for him to say the N-word to his face? If he wanted to say the N-word, he could have just did it there in the room with you. A couple months ago, D'Angelo really exposed Caleb Hammer for trying really hard to appeal to that MAGA alt-right audience.
When I'm saying things like, oh, hey, you're doing something racist on your show, and your response is to call a black person on the phone.
I was just accused by a man that I am probably the most racist man out there.
Which he is lighter than you, Robert.
Caleb is being racist and calling me slurs. Actually, he used the R word 42 times. I have a transcript. I control F'd. This is actually excruciating. Anyway, as for my assertion that the people he sold his original audience out for include a bunch of bigots, he says
every left wing or woman or trans or whatever minority that loves financial audit, you're all bigots apparently, according to D'Angelo, who is the authority figure on what people are allowed to think.
Or your audience is racist. You actually do have the most racist audience that I've dealt with in my time on YouTube.
The ones that are still not victims of gun violence, but yeah.
What point are you trying to make?
I'm just trying to make that if you're going to say something, do it. And I'm tired of everybody come on shows doing stuff.
Tyler, I
and
actually
they
apologize
say,
for the first time in my life for what's about to happen, but please.
You don't have to apologize.
Come lean here. I will do whatever I want, and what I want to do is apologize. There you go. If you're not afraid to say it, then say it.
Say what?
Tactical nuke incoming!
Black dude is a clown. He knew what was about to happen. He heard that discussion. He put himself in that position. He's a fucking clown. Black people that go along with stuff like this, black people that are friends with racists, black people that allow their white friends the pass to say the N-word to them, they're all the problem in this scenario. Don't play with people disrespecting you to your face.
I can't even look at it.
It's just a word, nothing behind it, no sentence with it, no meaning behind it. It is what it is.
It's always people that look like this that are telling black people not to feel a way about a word. There's no meaning behind a word. When they have never dealt with a word that meant as much as that.
Why didn't you run with it, buddy?
I didn't call you my,
What the
That would
f***
be a little different.
Why the hard R, though? Why the hard R?
Why not?
Why?
Such a raccoon. That's all you gotta say. Why the hard R though? That's your response to being disrespected and called a racial slur to your face?
Is an A at the end make it better?
Yeah, but not you saying it regardless.
So, also, yeah.
To my face. Is crazy.
Well, I mean, it's better to your face than behind your back, isn't it? But it's not about you, it's about the word. There's that big difference, so it's not directed towards you, though.
You looked me in my eyes.
Well, he told me to,
You
and I'm
looked
going
me,
to.
you looked me in my eyes.
He condoned.
and
No, I'm
said
just
the
kidding.
hard R, my dog. You said straight to my eyes.
Yeah.
You're not going to talk about not calling me that. You just called me that.
No, I said the word. I didn't.
To me, directly, in my eyes.
Yeah, towards you.
The word is a racial slur when used by people outside the black community. They know exactly what they're doing. They understand it. They're playing games.
Yes, but I'll say it to him directly as a white man. I'll say that word. I don't care. Because it does. The meaning doesn't mean it's taken way out of context from language and where it derived from. That's the reason why social people in society has made it a bad word.
It's taken out of context from language and where it derived from. You mean slave owners that abused, raped, murdered their slaves? It's taken out of context from there. It's taken out of context from Jim Crow when black people were called that to their face and not allowed in certain establishments or restaurants or to even walk on the same sidewalk as white people. At what point has that word been taken out of context and reused to mean something different, other than black people taking that word and somehow turning it into a term of endearment within our own community? But they are so miserable and so lonely and so jealous of black people that they will come into black spaces and try to use a word that is a racial slur when used by them against black people and try to act like that word has no meaning when they know it does.
Like, they are literally the biggest fans and obsessed, the most obsessed I've ever seen with black people. I'm talking about, like, literally just going into black spaces, like fucking Chud the Builder, for example, hates black people, but all he does is just go and talk to black people, try to get black people to get a reaction and things like that. And then what comes from that is people, the other racists, come out to support him, and just, it's fine because everyone on the internet is fucking racist. So that's why people like that get popular.
It's obsession.
In Spanish, you used to use the word Negro all the time to say black. So Negro this, Negro that. Who cares?
It's not Negro, it's Negro, and I'm sure I'm not even saying that correctly. But they don't go around saying Negro in Spanish.
Negro.
Yeah. How's
It's a
Negro more
different
acceptable?
meaning. It means black in Spanish. Negro is different. Negro is different. Nigger is different.
Okay, what about just one G?
Say it to Caleb then. Say it to Caleb then.
This black dude is such a clown. What difference would it make if a white person calls another white person something? It has no meaning. Just like the N-word has no meaning to a lot of immigrants. There's no historical meaning or no emotional connection to that word for anybody outside of black America. Of course, they're not going to feel a way by a word that means nothing to them. But that also doesn't mean that words have no meaning.
Say it to Caleb then. Say it to Caleb then. Say it to Caleb. Look him in his eyes and call him that.
I'm trying to. But
Look him in his eyes and call him that.
He's
Look him in his
afraid
eyes and
to.
call him that.
See, now he looks like an
Call him
Oriental.
that. Call Caleb that.
He's like,
call Caleb
he's
that.
culture appropriating
Why the hell are
the
you stopping?
eyes.
Why are you scared? Call him that.
What? What?
doesn't feel good.
Somebody actually edited all of this. Caleb Hammer is trash. His show is trash. I don't even know how he went from financial audit to whatever the fuck this is now. It's really simple, but they keep trying to act like it's not. Y'all keep trying to say words have no meaning while using words that have meaning to say words have no meaning. Got it. 100% accurate. You know that it's bad and what it means when certain people say it. Just say you want to say hateful shit. We shouldn't use it either. All dumb. A lot of people say nobody should use the N-word. I'm not in that boat. If black people want to say it, they can say it. And I also don't think black people should be forced to stop saying the word just because white people are crying that they can't say it too. It's always no meaning behind it. 400 years. The word is a direct result of that satanic period. Negro is in the same word and it's in another language. These retarded fucking chuds. That's where all of this is coming from. Chud the Builder doing his nonsense. It's always a sloppy looking person that can't defend themselves outside of a safe setting. Facts. Oh my God, where are we at in this timeline? This is crazy. Jerome is a white name. I don't know any black people with the name Jerome. What? I don't know any white people with the name Jerome. I've never heard a white person called Rome or Romey Rome or none of that. Tell me you don't know black people without telling me you don't know black people. All these fake ass Christian people, they would tell you that it's just a word, get over it, but read a book of words to live their life by. The word is God and God is the word. Fuck Christian nationalists. Very good comment, very accurate. It doesn't matter to white folks because they didn't have to endure being called an N-word while getting beat. My point exactly. These people are just so lame to me and they are just so obsessed with black people. There's just no word that white people or anybody else says that black people are obsessed over saying and demanding the right to say it for free speech. It's just like get a life. Talk about something in your community. Leave black people alone. But they can't because we live rent-free in their head nonstop all day, every day. It's crazy. But shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting it. Thanks for watching. Y'all let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Also, make sure you check out the next video and don't forget to follow me on Instagram for behind the scenes and life stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.